the season of evil.
Hey up, it's Steve from the Old Yorkshire Geek, and a bit of Tomb Raider news again. Yesterday I did a story about the new remasters that are coming for Tomb Raiders 4 to 6. Not Tomb Raider 46, 4 to 6. 4, 5 and 6. And also mentioned the animated series. Oh, excuse me. And I also mentioned the animated series on Netflix, which I still haven't got around to finishing. Because it's boring. I'm sorry, it's boring. And it's not Lara. Not Lara we know and love. It's the Crystal Dynamics Lara. But anyway, whatever. The reboot Lara. But anyway, this one is about this story that we're looking at today. It's from That Part Place. Is it John F. Trent? I don't know. Hang on. Oh, yes, it is. John F. Trent. Working himself to death. I keep saying that because he does work really, really hard. Bless him. Anyway. So we'll have a look at this article. I forgot, did I say what it was about? No, I didn't. It's about the Tomb Raider Amazon live-action series, which with everybody thought had been cancelled, but apparently not. So there we go. So let's have a look at this article. Right, here it is. Again, seamless transition. From That Part Place, John F. Trent. Amazon MGM Studios head Jennifer Solke, or is it Solk? I've heard it pronounced both ways. I don't know which one. Provides update on live-action Tomb Raider helmed by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. And there's Lara from Tomb Raider 2. Because that's on the Great Wall of China. From the remastered version, which is a lot of fun. Amazon MGM Studios head Jennifer Solke, whatever, provided an update on the company's live-action Tomb Raider project that is being helmed by Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destruction, disastrousness, actress, and pain in the arse, Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I'm saying that. I think she's a decent writer, a bit annoying on screen, but. And in her acting, she tends to play annoying characters, but I don't mind her writing, to be completely honest. They brought her in on No Time to Die, the James Bond film, which everybody hates except me. I don't like the ending, obviously, but the rest of the film I'm fine with, and they brought her in to be like a script doctor on it, didn't she? And other stuff she's written, apparently, you know, which is pretty good. But so she's all right as a writer, so maybe this will be fine. We'll see, won't we? Anyway, and is that Jennifer Solke? There she is, Galadriel herself, you know, putting herself in Lord of the Rings with what's her face, Nicole Kidman, bless her. Right, speaking with Variety, I'll put the link for the Variety article. It's quite a long article. It's there. Look, got it there. Look. Quite a long article, so and it goes on about lots of different things. So I'll put the link for that in the description as well. Speaking with Variety, Solke said Tomb Raider is really exciting, and Phoebe is well into it and working in close partnership with Tomb Raider general manager Dallas Dickinson. Sounds like a superhero, doesn't it? Anyway, and with that alliteration, and the game producers, and it's going to be very exciting, she says. However, she concluded, but I don't have any new updates. Right. And there she is again with somebody, I don't know. Vernon Sanders, head of global TV of Amazon Studios. Just a Stargate. Never mind Lord of the Rings and Tomb Raider and all this other stuff. Stargate, James Bond. That's all I'm interested in. Do them. Salke's comments come in the wake of speculation from Hollywood. It's probably wrong. I probably picked the wrong one of the two, but whatever. Salke's comments come in the wake of speculation from Hollywood insiders that the project would not come to fruition. Leslie Goldberg at Puck reported, it's usually Matt Billoni or whatever they call him, isn't it, at Puck? Anyway, Leslie Goldberg at Puck reported, Amazon is now searching for a star to play Lara Croft in the live-action Tomb Raider series written by Waller-Bridge that has many insiders placing bets on whether it will ever come to fruition. That word again. One insider allegedly told the outlet that's a deal for saving face, and there she is, Indiana Jones, the Dial of Diabetes. I don't know why I said that. Just first word that popped in my head, beginning with B. Can't imagine why I thought of that. Anyway. Amazon MGM Studios announced it was bringing Phoebe Waller-Bridge on board to write and executive produce the show in the wake of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Diarrhea's bombing at box offices. Officers at the box at the box office. You should have just said, "You're overworking yourself, John." Where she played Helena Shaw. In a press release in May, the company announced today at its inaugural upfront presentation, Prime Video announced that it has ordered a Tomb Raider series with Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Fleabag, set as writer and executive producer. The series is based on the iconic Tomb Raider video game franchise, which follows the adventures of world-famous archaeologist and adventurer Lara Croft. Where they've ruined her now, aren't they? Both in the media, Crystal Dynamics, they've ruined her. She's not a Tomb Raider anymore. She protects artifacts rather than steals them and kills. What's the word? Endangered species. And it said indigenous species. Well, I suppose they are. Anyway, it added, the project comes as part of a deal between Crystal Dynamics and Amazon MGM Studios, originating through DJ2's first look deal with the studio. Who the hell's DJ2? No idea. To develop additional Tomb Raider stories into series and films. Tomb Raider will premiere exclusively on Prime Video. I'm guessing the Netflix one was before this deal. I'm guessing that went through. Tomb Raider will premiere exclusively on Prime Video in more than 240 countries and territories worldwide. And this is again in Indiana Jones, the Dial of Waller-Bridge commented on the announcement, "If I could tell my teenage self this was happening, I think she'd explode." Maybe it'd been better if she had. Tomb Raider has been a huge part of... I'm kidding. Tomb Raider has been a huge part of my life, and I feel incredibly privileged to be bringing it to television with such passionate collaborators. Not that passionate, are they? Not about, the source material, so to speak. But anyway, they even changed her origin story, essentially, didn't they? We had a full biography from Core Design for Lara Croft, who was born on February 14th, 1968, I think. She was in a plane crash in the Himalayas. I think her parents might have been with her and they died, and she had to trek through the wilderness, and that's how she became super tough and all that stuff. They changed all that, didn't they? Anyway, she added, "Lara Croft means a lot to me, as she does to many, and I can't wait to go on this adventure, bats and all." And there's an image from Angel of Darkness, Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness, because that's in the Louvre. Have they got them lasers round the Mona Lisa? I've been to the Louvre, but I've never been in. I went to Paris once, and went into the under the glass pyramid, which is like the entrance to the Louvre, but we never actually went in. I'm sure at that time, I don't know if now it's like that now, but at that time I think you had to pay to get in. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe just got the wrong end of the stick. But anyway. Or maybe there was just a massive queue and we didn't have time. Can't remember. Anyway, Salky said at the time, rambling again. Salky said at the time, "I'm so happy to announce that we have ordered the epic..." Sorry, I was just checking, making sure I'd press record. Such an idiot. Salky said at the time, "I'm so happy to announce that we have ordered the epic globetrotting series Tomb Raider from the incredibly gifted Emmy Award winner Phoebe Waller-Bridge and the team at Crystal Dynamics." I wouldn't say no, though, to be honest. She's not hideous, is she? But she's annoying. Such as in that clip from Indiana Jones, the Dial of Destiny.
How did you end up like this?
Flaming, resourceful, daring, beautiful, self-sufficient!
Fans and newcomers can look forward to exhilarating adventures that honour the legacy of this iconic character, she said. I think that's from Tomb Raider 3, I think. Anyway. Head of studio at Crystal Dynamics, Scott Amos, also stated, "Amazon MGM Studios and Amazon Games are incredible collaborators with a massive reach across the globe enabling us to expand our Tomb Raider franchise with multiple new adventures and a shared passion for creating impactful, entertaining, emotional experiences. I hate it when games developers talk about experiences. It's proper business, corporate speak, innit? I hate it. For players and viewers throughout every facet of this universe. These timeless stories span all media platforms to meet audiences where they want to engage with Tomb Raider. It's a critical step towards, if I can read, our future with fans everywhere, he added. I think that's Tomb Raider 3 as well, in the Indian jungle. The Tomb Raider franchise is on rocky ground, with many fans rejecting new installments that have been subjected to Hollywood's wokification. It's a cool word. Spell it a spelling bee. Wokification. The most recent example is Netflix's Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft, where they radically altered Croft's character design. Pretty much, well, they made her more in line with the reboot Lara Croft. Or even the... Oh, I forgot the name of the actress. I do apologise. From the latest Tomb Raider movie. Not the Angelina Jolie one, the new one. That were in Ex Machina and she's super thin. She's thin and scrawny. Not like Lara Croft at all. They kind of made her more like her. I forgot her name. I'll put it there. And even made the character of Zip, who was previously a ladies' man, into a flamboyant homosexual. Yeah, they can't. Well, I haven't finished watching it, but the ones I've watched, they have kind of made it flamboyant. There hasn't been kind of any suggestion that is gay or bisexual or homosexual or whatever. From up to where I've seen, but if they're saying that, fair enough, it might come later. But in the other games, it was in the early Crystal Dynamics games, Legend, Anniversary, or maybe not Anniversary, I can't remember, but Underworld. Is that all they did? I think it is, isn't it? It was in those as well, and it was in a short story that I wrote. I wrote a Tomb Raider short story once. I don't know if it's on my website. It might be. If it is, if I can find it, I'll put the link in the description. If it's still online. But is in there as well, and I think Alistair, she had another helper, didn't she? Like there was a double team on the Zip, and I think it was Alistair. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is he in he hasn't been in the animated version that I've seen? Have they forgotten about him? I don't know, but anyway. The show has not been well received. It has a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb, with over a quarter of all reviews being a 1 out of 10. Blimey. Oh, there we go. Showing us a picture of it. Yes, 26.5%, 1 out of 10. But 13.5% give it 10 out of 10. But you find that a lot, don't you, in these online review things, like the two extremes are usually the highest. Really should just take into account the middle bits, the mean. But anyway, it is quite likely. How long does it have to go on for, John? It is quite likely Waller-Bridge's version, if it does come to fruition, that's 3 times I've seen that word, will have a healthy dose of woke ideology, given Waller-Bridge is an admitted feminist. She told the BBC that she would trade 5 years of her life for the so-called perfect body. I would have been the girl with the hand up. Hand up what? I would have been like, hell yes. Oh, hand up in the air. And then thinking that was honest. And thinking that's empowering because it's honest. And yet feeling at the same time that it's letting the side down and not really knowing what the rules were. Well, yeah, I'd give 5 years of my life for the perfect man's body. That doesn't mean I'm a masculinist. But anyway, whatever. Just don't want to get rid of my big fat gut. Trouble is I like eating. Anyway, where were we? And I don't like exercising. I'm a lazy, gluttonous pig. Anyway, where were we? Letting the side down and not really knowing what the rules were, but then caring so deeply about women and equality and the basic principles of feminism. She continued. You'd think she'd get that scene too, wouldn't you? It's like a birthmark, isn't it? Or a big mole or something. It's more like a birthmark, isn't it? You think she'd get that scene to being in the public eye. You think. But then again, she's headstrong. It's one of these headstrong women thinking, Sodom. But then she tends to wear hair covering it, doesn't she? But anyway. She continued, and then slightly being frightened by the nuances and that there are traps out there, and I still feel like that. When I get asked about it, my heart starts beating a little faster because I know there are mines that you can step on, and I think I'll probably always have that. I've no idea what she said there. I just read words. Anyway, that's it. She's not hideous, is she? What do you make of Sulky's update on the Tomb Raider series? I don't know. I don't think it's happening, but... I think Sulky, I've got this feeling she's fighting for her existence at Amazon, given the disastrousness of Rings of Power. Even though it's regularly in these top 10 charts, it's never up in the top of the top 10 charts, but it's always in there, isn't it? So they'll probably spin it saying, "No, it's a success. It's a top 10 show worldwide." They'll say stuff like that, won't they? Even though no bugger's watching it. Except for me, because I quite enjoy watching it, even though it's terrible. Anyway, that's by the by. Right, so there we go. So that's Tomb Raider series. Maybe is still on the way, so we'll leave it there. Will it happen? Tomb Raider live action TV series? You know what? To be honest, I hope so. I'd like to see it, to be honest, and I'd like to see who they pick to play Lara Croft, but it won't be some buxom babe like, those blokes want. I mean, voicing her on the Netflix series is, what's her face? I've forgotten her name as well. What am I like with blooming names? As soon as I turn that thing on, I forget all the names. Hayley Atwell, there we go, got there. Hayley Atwell, she'd be a good Lara Croft, wouldn't she? But she might be a bit old now. I don't mean she's saying she's old, but I don't know. It depends when because I think the new Lara Croft, new Lara Croft, is supposed to be in her like 20s or something like that, isn't she? And I think Hayley Atwell's older than that. But I think she'd be a good part because she's got the assets. But they don't want that, do they? They want somebody with a slimmer physique like her that were in the last Tomb Raider film. Again, whose name I've forgotten. I'll put it there. Anyway, so we'll leave it there. Waffling again and rambling. Right, so thanks for watching, and wherever you are, look after each other, and until next time, I'll see you there.